Hello, and a good day to you. Kelvin Simmons coming to you today with a short video on America's Department of Justice. At this time, I'm requesting that you give me a subscribe, a like, and take a look at my two books. They are both on Amazon under the name of Kelvin Simmons. That's the first one, Confessions and Life of a Career Probation Officer. The second one, Freedom and Experiences of a Career Probation Officer. Now to the topic. A disclaimer: views expressed on my YouTube channel, they are the views of one person. That one person is me. It's only my opinion that I am expressing, keeping in mind that everyone has one of those things, an expression. But an opinion. We all have an opinion. So the topic is America's Department of Criminal Justice. And I'll state right now that I am a retired probation and parole officer, state of Florida, retired professor of criminology, retired U.S. Navy Chief Petty Officer, and I guess I'll mention it this time, retired accountant. But I've been around for a few years. These items that I'm going to discuss concerning our Department of Justice, they're not my items. I did not make them up. The first item is the mission of America's Department of Justice: to uphold the rule of law, to keep our country safe, and one more, to protect civil rights. I'm only going to be offering opinions on these items. Our 14th Amendment guarantees due process for all of us. If we live in this country, if we are on the soil in this country, we're all entitled to the due process clause of the 14th Amendment. At this time, I'll make a comment, and this would be my reference. For anyone that needs verification or information on these items that I'm going to cover, you can go to YouTube channels, Midas Touch, that's with an attorney. The attorney is Marcellus. Or you can visit Legal AF, that's with Michael Popak. He's also part of the Midas Touch network. There you will find for 2024 and 2025 instances of information surrounding the American Department of Justice. The values of the DOJ, I'll call it DOJ rather than keep saying Department of Justice: independence and impartiality. That's a difficult one to understand in 2025 since the month of January. Impartiality. We work each day, that's the DOJ, to earn the public's trust. If you check the news on this Department of Justice, you might find that they don't have much of the public's trust. Supposedly they follow the facts and the law, wherever those facts or the law leads, without prejudice or improper influence. How about that? No comment on that. I'll move on. Honesty and integrity. During the year 2025, it appears the Department of Justice has lost its integrity And there are instances where judges have caught their attorneys lying to the court. Our employees, meaning DOJ, adhere to the highest standards of ethical behavior. That's another interesting one. In other words, the highest standard attorneys are apparently those who quit or the current president fired them. The ones that had ethical behavior, apparently they're gone from America's Department of Justice. Oh yeah, they still call it the Department of Justice. Mindful that as public servants, we must work to earn the trust. The trust. For some reason, they haven't been doing a good job of earning the trust of the American citizens. If the American citizens were to preview the news that's available on their behavior, and the DOJ is supposed to inspire confidence in the public that they serve. Well, if Pam Bondi inspires confidence to the public, it makes me wonder, which public are we referring to? But being nice, moving on to one more. Respect. Respect our employees value differences in people and ideas, and treat everyone with fairness, dignity, and compassion. It appears in 2025 that means do as you're told, even when the instruction is unlawful or unethical. How about that? Whew. Excellence. We work every day. They work every day to provide the highest levels of service to the American people and to be responsible stewards of the taxpayers' dollars. Not since January 2025. It appears that the Department of Justice, led by Pam Bondi, that her only responsibility is her allegiance to the sitting president. And that ends that. That sums up what I have today concerning America's Department of Justice. But notice I left justice for all out. I will not include justice for all. But anyway, give me a like, a subscribe, and share. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Bye.